Hello guys, today we're gonna take a look at the annotation panel in AutoCAD. This is a very easy and useful panel to learn. We're gonna look at how to add text to the drawing, how to add dimension. We can learn about the different application, align, linear, angular, arc length, and so forth. Also, we can jump to leaders and we can see how to add, remove, align them. And at the end, I want to introduce you to a table. We're going to create a table that is going to extract all the info that you have on your AutoCAD drawings and basically put everything in front of you to see what's available in your drawing. Without further ado, let's jump into AutoCAD so we can review this great panel. So basically for the annotation, first we're going to go to text. So we have multi-line and we have single. We pick the multi-line, it's going to be the same. You basically can type your annotation over here, and also you can kind of check the style. You have annotative and standard. So annotative, you basically keep everything in the same size. You have the same thing like a different font, number, change the size of it. And also you can go with the layer. You can kind of change the color if you want. You can create a layer. You can justify it where you want to be. And basically, if you're familiar with the word, this is all you basically see. The only one I want to annotate over here is going to be just the dynamic columns. You have the auto height to basically pick up one, or you can kind of do a manual or just leave it on manual. So whatever you type is going to go over there. You can also create a customize. They have symbols over there, spell check. You can dictionary, and then also you can close when you're done. If you miss those, don't worry, you can select in a property tab. You can access all of those attributes that you saw under the annotation tab. So you have the content, which is annotation panel. That's what we have. You have standards, annotative. So if you have annotative, make sure you set the scale, whatever the drawing is, because right now it's 1:1. If you check that, we pick 1:1 over there. If you justify where it's gonna be, direction, the paper text height, the height of the text, so everything is gonna be over there. The one that I want to point out is basically the background. You want to add any background to your annotation. Basically open up another one. You can use the background mask, and then you can kind of check the color. So if it's yellow or green or whatnot, basically put a background behind it. And if you want to make a frame around that, you can kind of select it and kind of put the frame around that area. So this is what basically you can change even the color if it's not shown. You can change the frame line and then the annotation the same color. So let's start with the dimension that we have, right? So I have these drawings. You can start with the linear. So it's basically just you get 2 points and you can use the linear only for X and Y. So if you want to go a little bit in slope or angle, you can use the align. So basically give you all the dimensions with the aligned items. If you want to go for the angle, so basically you select two sides and it's going to give you the angle of between two lines, right? The next one that we're going to take a look is arc length. So when you click on one arc, it basically gives you the length of that arc. What is it per your unit, right? If it's a feet, meter, millimeter, it's gonna be over there. You can also, for the circle, you can get the radius. For the circle plus, you can get diameter as well. So you can kind of select on it. It depends on how you want to show the dimension. You can select those two options. The next one is the ordinate. Basically, you can pick a point and it's gonna give you the coordinates for that point. Can gives you on the y-axis and then an x-axis. So just make sure when you select the point, you move your mouse to that direction. So right now you can see that's x and y coordinate for that location. The next one is going to be jog. It's just basically the same thing. Is going to give you the radius, but when you have like a bigger drawings, it basically give you a jogged dimension. It's not something different. It's just basically just for showing a different line item that you have in there. So this is all basically that we have under the tab. Let's go to layer. So you can select one area and you go backward. You can kind of show type whatever you have. And also you have everything on top, right? Same as annotation, you have all the properties that goes with it. And then if you want to add anything to it, just make sure you select the multi-liner first, and then basically it goes over there. You can add as many leaders as you want for one object. See, if you want one annotation for one object, you can kind of add as many leader as you want. So that's a pretty easy process, and also you can remove it. So you can select it, select that basically leader, and then it's gonna tell you just to remove. So select on and then hit and then select that basically line item that you want to go away, which is going to be the leader, and then enter and takes it away. So if you want to remove another one, make sure you select the multi-liner, and then after that you move the leader. So select, enter, takes away whatever you don't need. If you want to add more, it's easy. You just go back, right, pick it up where you kind of left off, and you can kind of add more item to it. So for the next item that we're going to take a look under the leader is the align. So if you have like a multiple leader in one area, basically align everything in one location. So I'm going to put another one over here. Let's just type test 2, and right now when I go back, select align, and then select these item, and basically just all of them. It's gonna align the test 2 with test 1, so you guys can see basically telling me where you want to align it. Say okay, I want to be over there. So it's basically you have one of the annotation as a reference and is aligned the other ones to that one. Collect is going to do the same thing. It's just going to remove the leader. You only have the annotation. Basically just going to align everything to it. The next one that I want to show it to you is creating a table. So this is really helpful. So if you have a lot of markup on your drawing, you can basically use a table to extract all the info. So I'm going to pick this item. This is from object data in the drawing. I said okay. Also it's going to create a new data. Yes, that's what I want. And then the good thing about this is basically you need first just make sure it's going to ask you to where do you want to save this, right? So you just put it as a test, save it at that area, go to the next one. It's going to take a minute. It's going to extract everything that I have, right? So you have blocks, attributes only, display objects, and you can kind of pick all of those lines. I'm going to just leave everything as checked. I'm gonna tell I need all the categories so you guys see what we need. So it's gonna go one by one, all the pages, all the different attributes that you guys need, because this is all the items that I have in this drawing, right? It basically shows where it's been saved, who's the author, the file name, the file size, the area, everything. And you can kind of create also the output. You can as a table inside the drawing, or you want to kind of create the Excel sheet, right? It's basically up to you how you want to do it. Right here we're gonna add the title for this table that I have, and then the title cell style. You can also pick all of those. If you hit the drop down, you have the header. It just basically you can kind of play with all of these and get it. But my main intention is I want to show you this is exact. So if you have a lot of info on the drawing sheet, you'll be able to extract every single line item that you have on the drawing, and you can see everything is going to export it in an Excel format. So you have the name, you can see everything that we use on that one, the dimension style, what it is, and then basically file created, last saved, basically the modified, the size of it. And when you go all the way down here, it's going to give you some good properties, right? Going to give you the area for whatever you have the X, Y, Z, length, by layer. You can give a radius and like a circumference, because we have like a one circle over there, and the position on all of those. So you will be able to receive a lot of info from the table. This is customizable. You can only pick those categories that you want, and you can kind of also select these and export. Thank you guys for watching today's episode, Learning Annotation Panels in AutoCAD. If you like the content, please subscribe and leave a like. and let me know in a comment section down below if you are using these panel in a different application. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.